can't have these people know I watch Star Trek. Disgusting.
Oh, there. Nobody will know now.
Nope. That's much better. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another month of Dragon Ball Z Cast, where each month we sit down and we watch a chunk of Dragon Ball Z because Will has not seen a single episode.
What is Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, so this is a fun little thing that we've been doing for a long time now. It's been, God, well over 2 years. So just ticking away. It's like we've been in a hyperbolic time chamber, but the days are the same. Yeah, so we legitimately started from Dragon Ball, first episode, and we've watched every single episode. Yeah, we did a couple other little fun side things. We watched a couple movies. I think we're gonna save the rest of the movies now, moving forward, just because they're so out of whack.
Mm,
But the ones that we watched were the two, well, the one main Bardock movie. I thought that would be good for Will to see, Goku's dad,
yeah,
during the Frieza stuff, and then the the story of Trunks. I thought
yeah.
that was a good movie to watch too. But yeah, so this month we are concluding the Imperfect Cell Saga Part 2. So Imperfect Cell, technically it's funny. So Imperfect Cell was like the one with the orange
Okay.
face. This is what we've been seeing is semi-perfect.
This one.
This one. Yeah, the one with the face.
Yeah, he has like Mr.
So,
Popo lips.
well, yeah, we don't talk about that.
Oh.
I just saw, I think Australia just like banned Mr. Popo like recently, like in
Ah.
they did like new dubs over there or released new dubs and they legitimately just got rid of like every Mr. Popo scene. So he just doesn't exist over there in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say out of all the things, Mr. Popo, it's like I mean they draw black people actually
The
like
same.
that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think there's a couple other dubs where they brightened the color for when Mr. Popo's on screen, so he's like a dark purpley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's just weird. Just don't worry about it. So
Nice.
yeah, so we're gonna get into what Will thought of this section, but we have a few comments first. I'd like to read.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, so we have a new I believe he's a new subscriber, but he left us a comment. His name is Bags and President.
Okay.
Yeah. He says he says 43 minutes in, you both have something special here. He says the guy on the left also sounds like Nail from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I think he's talking about you.
Oh,
So in the abridged that I always go on and on about, the guy who voices Nail does kind of sound like you. It's very funny.
interesting. Okay.
So we'll see. Maybe we'll see that one day. And then he says,
That's funny.
I think my most disliked of this session so far was the clown android can't stand the voice. I'm glad Vegeta demolished him.
Is that Android 20?
20. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
funny.
he's the weakest of the chunk, I would say. Do do
You
do
can't
do do.
go and defeat Frieza by yourself, Piccolo. I don't know what his voice is. I have no
That's
idea.
funny. Yeah. That's funny. That leads into this next comment here from Captain Olimar. This is a
There he
long
is.
one.
Uh-oh.
He says, "Can't spoil the fun for Will. I understand Will's problem with the characters seemingly just standing around and not doing anything. The problem is he has watched Dragon Ball and thinks of these guys as actual characters, but from now on, they just watch as the Saiyans solve everything." It really
Yeah.
is unfortunate because Piccolo is like my favorite dude, and he gets a power up and he immediately becomes irrelevant again. 17 and 18 are great for the series, and I really like how they are different in this timeline than in Trunks' timeline. Being friends with 16 must have mellowed them out somehow. Oh, except he still wants to kill Goku, but who doesn't, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Get it in line.
Yeah, and then he says something kind of spoilery that I wanted to tell you at some point, but I'm still waiting to see if they even hint at it, which I don't think they
Okay.
will. And then he says, I don't know if Will has seen the alternate Trunks timeline yet, but it's a cool backstory to see, which yes, you did. We watched that.
Yes.
He says, I like how Caleb says the androids ain't got no souls, and that's why Cell has to eat them through his tail. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
That's how you would do it.
Then he says, just stand around idiots and let 17 die. Who cares, I guess. Gotta get drama from hurting Piccolo because the Dragon Balls trivialize all threat of death.
Have to.
Imperfect Cell is not my favorite design. I dislike the big lip thing. It's it's unappealing, and I don't like it on Mr. Popo either. But he has his own bag of worms. Yeah, that's funny. We just were talking about
That's funny.
that. He says, really, really funny discussion about how the titles are spoilers for the only thing that happens in the episode. He says, like in Star Trek, it's pretty hard to spoil every plot thing that happens in a 45-minute episode in a paragraph, but Dragon Ball Z drags out plot to the ninth degree, so a single word can really spoil the fun. Next time on Dragon Ball, Goku dies. So that's very funny.
Oh,
We talk about that all the time.
you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. It gets pretty bad.
That's really
And then the Daystrom review, he commented on our movie of Trunks,
oh.
History of Trunks. He says, as far as I know, and to be entirely honest, I don't think I ever was led to think otherwise, but Trunks doesn't actually go back after killing Frieza and King Cold. He just chills in the past for however long it takes for the androids to show up.
Hmm.
Which I commented on. I told him he's wrong, but that's besides the point. He says the the androids not killing Trunks for whatever reason is a plot hole that kind of makes him not fighting them more logical in the manga. Knowing his BFF and mentor died to the duo clearly implies to Trunks he needs to go back in time and ask the old Z fighters for help rather than suicide bombing himself on the pair. Yeah. We
Hmm.
talked about that in the movie that in the manga he fights the androids after Gohan dies
Hmm.
and then goes back. But in the movie, remember he fights them and gets knocked out and then he wakes up in bed and it's like why didn't they kill him? Why,
Right. Right.
kind of lame. But yeah, that's what he's talking about. Um but yeah, what he mentioned there earlier about he thinks that Trunks just stays in the timeline after he kills King Cole. It may be in the manga, but in the show at least they show him get in the time capsule and go. He says he's going back to his timeline
Yeah.
to defeat the androids in his timeline. So he does go back, and that's
Right.
where Cell gets the capsule to go back. So it gets kind of convoluted. It's nice to know that everybody, even other fans, are still very confused by the Trunks
Oh yeah.
Cell timeline.
Well, basically, the thing I think we're supposed to believe is like literally every time a character time travels, like you're just making different time lanes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're making different timelines now. Because it's like when Trunk originally comes back and tells them the thing, that's immediately a different branch. And then when he goes forward and does stuff, now that's a different branch. And then when
Hmm.
he comes back, now that's a different branch.
It's just yeah,
It's
it's
like
yeah.
and then also Cell comes back and now that's a different branch. It's just like
Yeah.
it just keeps branching.
It sounds like even Loki would have issues figuring
Right,
out this.
exactly.
That's fine. And then Baystrom also commented on our Android Saga Part 2. He says, as far as my translated manga goes, the given reason the androids don't obey Dr. Gero is that they're too powerful in power level, and that somehow affects his ability to control their actions slash behaviors.
Hmm.
So that's interesting. That's he's saying that's what his like manga kind of says.
Hmm.
At least that's the reason, which I
What
thought
was it
was
again? Say it
interesting.
again.
They're just they're too powerful. Their power levels are too high, and that for that reason he like the remote doesn't work on them to control them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up a interesting point come our discussion today.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, kind of.
would it have worked? I don't know. We'll
Right,
never
right.
see.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I also see by your name that we'll get into some
No,
other fun stuff.
no.
And then lastly here, Captain Olimar says on our last episode, our Imperfect Cell saga,
Okay. Okay.
he says Bulma should not have known where Dr. Gero's lab is. Still don't make much
Oh,
sense to me.
no, not at all. No.
He says really fun discussion this week. I think he means this month. We do this a month. He's so confused by Retrek. He says I really enjoyed the Cell saga. It's my personal favorite. Cell
Oh,
looks
okay.
pretty cool to me, and him being like a horror villain is super sweet. Time travel is very fun to include, and it really makes you think about what's been happening so far in the show.
Totally.
After this, all y'all should really watch the abridged series. It has really infected my brain when I watch Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Also, the way they handle the Cell Saga is much more fun. And he says, I'm glad Will is sticking it out. And this is where it starts to get really good. Keep up the good work, guys.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the tone kind of shifts in this section, but
Does it? Okay.
um that's funny. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Captain. My when I watch these, my brain immediately is like, "Oh, this was super funny," and they did this in abridged. And it's not just because like it's funny, it's because sometimes they it's like they understand the plot more and they say things that are like funny based on like the thing that's happening or like they reference something else that like the show doesn't ever and it's like yeah
Okay.
but that's this so it's hard to say in certain ways it's almost a better story
Hmm.
and yeah they do things good but that's not what we're talking about so
No.
we're not going to talk about the abridged and even the voice actor for Goku has come out and he was asked like on a panel one time what he thought of Abridged and he's basically kind of like hates it. So that's a
Oh,
bummer. Yeah. He's a real purist of like Toriyama and the creator and he really is not a fan of people like using his show and artwork in for like their own personal gain is from what I take away from that. So and the Abridged guys that they've kind of been shut down or cease and desist from like uh Toei Studios. So It's
Wow.
a thing. So he I mean he also works for the company, so he can't really say like, "Oh yeah, love it. Love it."
No, sure.
So, I don't know why anybody on that in that audience like even asked him that question, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's like, would you like to speak out against the thing that gives you the paycheck every week? Yes, I would.
It's like if, it's like if Gene Roddenberry was alive and they did a panel and
Right.
they asked like Kirk like, "Hey, so do you really like this like the storyline of the show that you're doing? Like you really like how they treat like
Right.
women and stuff?" Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
love it.
I love it.
Love it. It's great. That
That's funny.
is funny. Yeah. All right. So let's get right into it. This is what we always do is we ask Will, "Hey, what do you think? What's your
Uh,
what's your thoughts, yo?"
so with Captain Olimar in mind and being a
Mm-hmm.
fan of this content and him liking us talking about it,
I hate it.
I will go easier on it than I had intended. I don't think that
Well,
obviously
he's
this
talking
is
about he's talking about the entire
exactly
cell, so this is just a small chunk of it.
right.
So,
Right. Overall, generally, the concept of what they present in the secession is totally fine. I don't think it's like bad storytelling in the sense of what we've seen from Dragon Ball in general. But it was probably one of my least favorite stretches. I didn't
hmm
really enjoy like really any of it.
it's very
Some of it I did. Some of it I
it's
there
yeah.
are pockets I totally did. But
Yeah. It's very Vegeta centric, and I knew going into it like you were going to be a little.
I honestly, to be 100% fair with you, are we're just talking, or are we
You
waiting
you
till
you can get right into it. I also misspoke. This is not. We've already done this second Imperfect Cell saga. This is Perfect Cell Saga Part One. So
part
there you
one?
go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because that happens at the end of the chunk we
yes,
watch.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
He's super perfect now.
yeah. It's beautiful. He'll be beautiful. You wait till you see him.
I can't wait.
He'll be so handsome.
Oh, um, no, honestly, I really I didn't have a problem with Vegeta until I think like maybe the last episode or the last two episodes. I mean,
Hmm.
really, he was totally fine. He was no
Yeah,
different than how he was.
that's understandable. You're not supposed to like him in this section, you know?
Yeah, it just was like it's the thing that you were saying. Like we've I think we've sort of got there with you when it was like I told you episode one or episode whatever of season one of Next Generation, like everyone loves Q and Q is super popular, and you were like, why would
Why?
that ever be a thing? Because he's awful and he's terrible and he's
Yeah.
poorly written. And I was like, oh no, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't disagree with you. And then we got to the Vegeta thing, and you were like, "Oh, Vegeta's everybody loves Vegeta," and I was just like, "Why?"
Why? Yeah.
So it's like obviously I'm just not there yet, and that's fine. I'm not. It's just funny
I
that like it's been a while. It's been a minute. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm interested to see, honestly, though, like if you ever will come around because
I
I
mean, all of these guys were bad guys, and I've come around on them.
yeah. Yeah, but the thing is like they all switch pretty drastically and for whatever it's worth, Vegeta doesn't ever really not be like he's abrasive. He's an abrasive character.
Yeah.
He's a
Yes.
prideful character. That's kind of his thing. But he also becomes the underdog, which I think is why people like him.
Hmm.
And when he starts to realize that like he's not the best, he gets a little better. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if you don't
I
really like those types of characters that are, abrasive, arrogant, prideful, he doesn't lose
it's
that. But it's also because he's a prince, so it's kind of that's his
Yeah,
character.
it's not like I'm waiting for him to get humbled, and it's not like I think his personality is like super. uh, is so abrasive that I can't like enjoy the material. Like, because
Hmm.
they've all had their moments where you're just like you roll your eyes at these the bad guys essentially. You're just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just the thing. I think for me, it's one where everybody else in the circle, I mean, kind of not Piccolo, but everybody else in the circle is kind of just like, oh man, Vegeta, and you're like, why would anybody be okay with him? And it's like also
Yeah.
like Bulma having a child with him like makes zero sense to me. And
Hmm.
then when he's fine, he comes out of the thing and he's fighting Cell. It's fine. I don't honestly, I it really didn't bother me. But then when it's like I mean, we're not talking about the episode, but
Yeah,
like when he attacks Trunks, I'm just like, like, what are we like? Why
yeah.
is everybody okay with him? Kind of a thing.
And
I'm
they,
not saying fans. I'm
no, I
saying
know. Yeah,
characters in the
everybody else.
show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, you would think, right? Everybody else, like, there's a couple times in this episode, like, wow, look at, like, can you believe Vegeta's power level? He's so strong. This is great. And it's like, but you should also be worried that, like, after he
Right.
defeats Cell, like, he's gonna try to take the planet. Wasn't that his goal? Like,
He wants to kill Goku,
he's
and
not
it's like,
really like friends with you guys yet. So, like, you shouldn't be happy that he's got this massive power
yeah.
up, you know?
And to me, I think that that is probably the strongest reason of like why I dislike the stretch is it feels like it took all of the like threat and
Hmm.
scariness and like the whole reason we were freaking out as like viewers and them as characters were like freaking out was just like massively watered down and then like turned 180. And
Hmm.
that's what I didn't appreciate because like Vegeta comes out of and Trunks come out of the hyperbolic time chamber
Yeah.
and you're like awesome, cool. And they're like got it. And they're talking and all this stuff and then it's
Yeah.
like you immediately get the sense that Vegeta is just like he's just waiting to kill Cell so he can kill Goku. Like he's not really like a changed human. He's not a changed person. He just is
Hmm.
more powerful. And I was like, okay, so like he's still a bad guy. And everybody's like, "All right, Vegeta, kill, you're gonna do it." And I was just like, "But he's clearly a bad guy. He's just you just helped him be more powerful." And then we fast forward to Krillin finding the androids, and it's
Uh,
like, "Oh man, the things that were sent to kill Goku and other fighters."
yeah.
And then Krillin's like, "You mean my best friend? These people have been trying to specifically kill my best friend." It's like, wow, I've
Yeah.
fallen madly in love with
But
them.
she's really hot.
And I was just like, okay.
It's
Like
bad. I
what's the whole point of making them like scary characters? Like it just felt like the whole androids thing was moot.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
really.
I think honestly what it comes down to, it might maybe will help you is that the androids in Trunks timeline are different. They're worse.
Sure.
And I think Captain Olimar commented on it too, which is interesting. He says he thinks that maybe 16 in this timeline like mellowed them out. Because in
Right.
Trunks's future timeline, there is no 16.
Right.
So like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But
I don't dis
also,
I don't disagree. It's just
and
like, but
all,
you, go ahead. No,
no,
go
I
ahead.
was just thinking like it maybe it's a humbling thing too. Like in their time in Trunks's timeline, they're like the most powerful beings. They're capable of anything. But in this, like they immediately Cell shows up and he's stronger, and it's like
Right.
now what, you know? So maybe
Yeah.
that changes them too, you know?
I don't like I don't disagree with you that like obviously there's been enough things in their time in this new timeline that's like, promotes the idea that they are going through experiencing new things and like they're changing. But from the character's point of view to them,
You should still want to destroy them.
right, like they haven't seen that change.
Yeah.
right? Like Krillin and all of them, like they don't know that, that 16's playing with birds and squirrels and like they're all just like kicking
Yeah.
around and they're not really like being really violent people. They're just kind of like she's going shopping and all these things and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well they're kind of just like not they're not really like inherently violent. They're just programmed to go kill Goku. And you're like, "Okay,
They
I can get
spend more
behind that."
time showing the audience these patterns of like they're still human inside. They're still,
Right.
this
Right.
or this, but they don't let you. But what you're saying, and I totally agree, is that none of the characters know any of this stuff.
No. Right.
So they shouldn't have the information that we have. So it should be like,
Not at all.
and first of
And
all,
then
it's like we need to destroy them so that Cell doesn't take them. And they do
right.
all this time where they just stand around and do nothing. And I know that irritates you,
Yes.
but man, is that classic Dragon Ball
It
Z.
is, and I understand it, and like we've talked about before, like a lot of it is also cultural writing. This isn't like an
Mm,
American story written for an American audience. It's a Japanese story written for Japanese audiences. So they're used to the story mechanics of how they tell it is it's honorable for you let these people fight. It's a
yeah.
very it's like it's like anything. It's a different culture. That's how
And
they view their entertainment, and that's totally
yeah.
fine.
And they get into that like with the Saiyans more into the
Right.
future. Like even after this is
I
that
can see that.
like that's like why Vegeta is the way he is, and they kind of explain it, and they also show that Goku is that way too. Like he's
Right.
very, when it comes to battle, it's like don't get involved. Like this is my fight.
Right.
I'm gonna,
Right.
it's honorable for me. Yeah, that's you're right. That is 100% the
And that's
cultural
fine.
DNA. Yeah,
And I can push that aside and just be like, that's how that's how they tell stories. That's what how they do things. And that's fine. But the thing that like I don't think is well written, and I would hope the manga isn't like this, is just like the whole thing is to me, wouldn't you have felt like Tien should have been the person with the remote and getting like googly eyed over 18? Because
how?
like he fell for what's her name that we don't see anymore. Um
Oh God. Yeah, the
Launch.
launch. Yeah,
Like we don't see her anymore and
yeah. What's she up
it's
to?
like they were having like a relationship and she was super violent and terrible and she's blonde haired and I was
I
thinking
think she was the one trying. I don't know if Tien.
I mean sure but
Yeah,
at the
but yeah,
same
I
time
get your point. Yeah,
it's like to me if anybody have him be the one who's having a hard time killing her.
yeah,
It's like you put Krillin there. It's like it's Goku's best friend. These people were sent to specifically kill your best friend. And
yeah.
then his whole reasoning is simply because she's good to look at. I
Well,
mean,
she kissed
really.
him. She kissed his cheek on the road, and that sealed it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
not
just I
that.
don't know. That's what
So, so let's ask you this. What do you think is who let down the group more, Vegeta or Krillin?
I mean Krillin is not a arrogant like full of himself person.
Mm-mm.
So like by him being like just a normal person and succumbing to a robot looking good is stupid, but like whatever. Like but but to me it's like I'm not shocked that Vegeta wants to do this thing. It's
Right.
a little surprising that he attacks his son in order for it to follow through. Like that
Hmm.
was a little surprising. Like I think that's a little too much for his it's a little too much in the sense like his character can totally do that and it makes sense, but to me it would make no sense going forward why anybody would be like nice. It would just
Yeah.
be like he literally not only like promoted and didn't kill Cell so that he could become stronger, which is crazy,
Well, yeah.
but two, he also attacked. his own son while he was trying to stop that process. And it's
Yeah,
like that's like another level of committing to a bad path. That's like
it is. Yeah.
that's not just like he made a bad decision. That's like he's
Yeah.
fully committed to doing something inappropriate or
hmm
whatever.
there's a cool line in there though where he's like, if Trunks says if Cell absorbs 18, like there's a good chance that he's going to be stronger than both of us. And he's like, well, yeah, that's the risk, but that's that's the challenge, that's the excitement. And he's like,
Yeah.
don't you live for that? And Trunks is like, no, my whole life has been that, and I'm sick of it. And it's like that's interesting, because
Yeah.
Vegeta hasn't had that. He craves battle. He craves that stuff. But Trunks is same DNA, but his whole life has just been like horrible. And
Yes.
he doesn't have that like want or need. And I think that's a cool contrast. But you're right. I mean, attacking his son and getting Trunks out of there to fulfill that it's pretty next level.
It's right, right. It's
But
it's a
I
much more of a villain decision than a
yeah.
misguided anti-hero decision. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
definitely not an anti-hero at this point. He's
Right, that's what I
yeah.
mean. Right.
Yeah, for sure. But I lump it in the same category. I think him letting Cell become infinitely stronger just so he can have a challenge is the same as Krillin not destroying a robot because of love,
Yeah.
and which will destroy the entire planet. So he puts the entire planet in his hands and he says, "No, I think there's still some good in this robot, and I think I love her." I think that's I think that's worse. I think that's worse
Yeah, that's
in
what
a
I'm saying.
way,
I agree. That's what I mean. That's why I
Yeah.
agree with you because like it's bad that Vegeta attacks Trunks and I don't like it.
But you
And it's
expect it.
bad right. And it's like it's really
Yeah.
what's going to be more shocking to me is if everybody's cool with him after the
Yeah.
battle. But we haven't gotten there yet, so I don't comment on
Piccolo
that.
Piccolo's not
So,
thrilled, but
right,
all he does
right,
is just stand there and
right.
Vegeta.
But when you cut to what Krillin is doing, arguably I think that is
It's worse.
that's way worse.
And like you said, it's like so. First of all, it's like these robots want to kill your best friend, and
Yes.
second of all, if Cell absorbs them, he's gonna destroy the planet. And you're still like, yeah, but
I don't know.
I don't know. That kiss was pretty
Yeah.
good.
It just was I just have to say that it really just didn't make any sense. And it really like made me not like his character as much. Because up until
Yeah.
that point, he kind of was just like a dopey guy that was trying his best. And like we've talked about before, he's just a human.
hmm
He's nothing special. I mean, Tien's got a third eye. Like, Yamcha's always back at Roshi's house. And like Roshi doesn't get involved with stuff anymore because they're just
Nope.
humans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Krillin's like the only human that he stays in there, but Krillin's character has changed drastically, I feel.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh,
He's
tremendously.
he's more of a coward. There's so many times like now where he's like, I think he's always been kind of a scaredy cat, but like, I don't know. I feel like his character has drastically changed, like even since like the last section, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah. Um, let's see what other interesting things. I I'm sure you
Yeah.
enjoy seeing like Goku and Gohan in the chamber.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, that was good. I like all their stuff. I like that they're getting to actually be father and son, which was nice
Yep.
because we really haven't super seen that because either like
He's
he's
dead
off
or
on right, he's dead or he's on Yard Rat or he's somewhere else or something or like you said he's not, he's in the bed recovering. So like
Yeah.
they're actually having like I honestly, right? Probably since him finding him in the river,
Yeah.
like
Since
hang
Reddit's kidnapped him.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I liked all that. I think the only thing that was really bizarre, and it wasn't like them, like their relationship. I think it was just like a weird.
When they're in the tub.
The tub thing is weird, but it's okay. I don't. Again, it's a the they have a different
Yeah,
level
yeah.
of
Yeah.
they're not bothered by certain stuff that we are. But
It just goes
um
on. It goes on a little too long, but that's
yeah. But they're just splashing each other. I mean, it's not like they were doing anything
no,
weird. So,
I no, I know. It's just funny. It's just
but
funny.
no, the thing that was like super bizarre and it like totally took me out of it, and I was just like, what? Is they did like this weird hard kind of a hard cut. Like they show Trunks. So Trunks is like monologuing and they cut to them in the chamber
Yeah.
and Trunks is like burning and he's like, ah, and he's talking about how terrible it was and he can't
Father.
right, he can't sleep and there's never a minute of rest and blah blah blah. And every time he felt like giving up, he would look at his dad and he would see his father never gives up and it doesn't matter
He
and he
just
loves
stares upwards and he
right.
loves it.
and and they cut the Vegeta and his eyes and his mouth are burning and full of fire and it's just insane looking and I was like it's a cool shot and I was just like okay and then it's like he's doing this and then the ice thing is happening he's like Trunks is like freezing and he's just like nah and he's just talking about how terrible it was and then we cut to them and it's just like
Hmm.
Gohan's just like sleeping in a bed like in a nice little bed and he's like dad where are you and I was just like okay. I was just like, so is it exceptionally bad in there or is it
It's
not?
it's based on who you're in there with, you know?
Gotcha.
And I really enjoy the contrast, right? So you have two pairs of father and sons going in to train for a year together.
Yeah.
And Vegeta obviously wants nothing to do with Trunks. He doesn't want to train with him.
Yeah.
Trunks is like on his own. And then you see Goku and Gohan. And Goku's entire point is to help Gohan get stronger.
Yes.
You know, he's not training. I mean, he's kind of training
I mean,
himself,
he
but he's
is,
not
right.
like intensively training to be stronger. He's trying to get Gohan to become a Super Saiyan. That's his entire goal.
Gotcha. I
And
can
like
see that.
you
I
can
can see that.
see like that's such a cool contrast of like this is a father who actually like loves his son, wants his son to be better.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think they've touched on it, but getting Gohan to become a Super Saiyan means that then they can both train together as Super Saiyans, which will help Goku be stronger, you know? So it's like Goku knows that we both need to be at our max to train with each other, you know? Like right now it's like it's I mean, you might as well fight a human baby. It's like, so it's cool. It's cool to see that
I can see that.
and I enjoy
It was
I
also
en
interesting. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
yeah, no, no good.
I was just gonna say, I did think it was interesting that when he's trying to get him to do it and he kind of like flashes with it, that like he just makes an interesting point of like, well, I don't really I've never lost anybody. And I was like, oh, I guess not really, because he has, but then they all came back, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess he isn't really. It's like it is hard for him to find access the pain like that Goku talks
I
about.
I like this and he's like, well, just pretend just picture Cell destroying the planet and everybody loved. And he's like, all right, got it. And then he's like, wait a minute. I don't even know what Cell looks like.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
oh, well then picture Frieza. I mean, remember how Frieza killed, me and Krillin
Right.
and Piccolo? Like, oh yeah, I can use that.
Well, that was the thing that made me laugh in that sequence, right? So Frieza shoots the thing and it shows it going between everybody and then killing Dende.
Dende, yeah.
And he's like, no. And then you watch all this stuff, and I was like, wow, yeah. And then they just cut the footage that Gohan never saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Goku like freaking out, like no,
No.
no, and I was just
Well,
like,
he presumed like that's what happened, but now he knows that like he didn't die on the play. Yeah,
it was just funny.
it's funny. Now it's cool because no, they do mention it. They do mention it when Vegeta and Trunks come out of the time chamber.
Okay.
Bulma's there. She gives them the new uniforms, which is great.
Oh
I love
yeah,
it. Love
yeah,
seeing them
yeah,
in Saiyan uniforms again.
yeah.
She says Trunks's hair grew, but Vegeta's hair is the same.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah.
And this is where we learn that true purebred Saiyan hair
Doesn't
never
change.
grows.
Yeah,
It does, but only through power-ups. So so Goku's hair has always been the same. And he even says something funny about like, oh well, I guess I permanently have these split ends, which is funny because they draw like the little
yeah,
strands in.
yeah.
But for so
But like Gohan has long hair right now.
Gohan has this long hair, which is cool. So like when he flashes and his hair flashes like he's going Saiyan for the first time,
Yeah.
it's super cool that it's super cool that his hair is long and it
Yes.
looks like the Super Saiyan 3 just because of his hair.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's just cool.
Yeah. 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 No. Yeah.
And
I
also
agree.
this is my favorite of all, well, yeah, of all Trunks, this is my favorite Trunks that we're
Okay.
seeing. This look, his longer hair ponytail.
Oh, in the
hmm
in the Saiyan
in
armor.
this section, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, Saiyan armor is cool too, but this his hair is different in every section.
Okay.
But this version with like his ponytail and his hair, and then when he turns Super, I like how his hair is like down, and then when he's Super Saiyan, it's like out. It's
Yes.
very different from everybody else, and it's just
Sure.
I
No.
I
Yeah.
very much enjoy it. Yeah.
It was interesting. So am I supposed to interpret when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan and he gets like real chunky, that's like the next Super Saiyan level?
It gets a little wiggly wobbly here.
Okay.
He goes by Super Vegeta.
Yeah, yes.
It's I'll just say this. He's reached like the halfway
Oh, okay.
stage between the official Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2. He's like in the middle right now. So he's
Gotcha.
ascended past base Saiyan, but he's not
Right.
at 2. He's not at 2 yet.
Okay.
So yes,
Interesting.
he's got
Interesting.
beefier. This is so like when I picture like Vegeta, like Dragon Ball Z, this is the
Okay.
Vegeta that like I picture. He's like jacked, and he's got
Yeah.
like I think his hair looks bigger
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally.
and he's more sleek and he's jacked and he's buff and
Yeah, his neck is like huge.
yeah, his strats or whatever they're called come like way out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really enjoy this look.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So, long story short, it just was I don't know. There were a couple things I fully liked that made me like I was very happy to see. But overall, some of the like storytelling that the path that they chose, I just I just didn't I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
it's basically um yeah, what did we see? I'm sure you like that Goku actually did something, an instant transmission and saved
Yep.
Tien and
Yep.
Piccolo.
Yep. That was
Yeah,
very
finally
good.
did something. Yeah.
That was very, very good.
You knew Piccolo was just going to be like hanging on the
Oh,
chunk of land somewhere, right?
when its arm was like sinking like this, and Tian's like, "Oh
He's dead.
no!" It's like, okay, well, he's either they just let him die the most stupidest way possible, or he's totally fine. I
Pretty stupid.
enjoyed the veins in Tien's head when he was doing the whatever attack, the
Hmm.
triangle attack. He
He gets
the
beat. He gets beat pretty good in that section. He
he
gets kicked
does.
around pretty good.
But I like seeing the veins in his head because you reminded me last time we watched it that like that's killing him. And I had forgotten that
Yes.
that attack kills him. So seeing him like physically exhausting himself, not even exhausting himself, like clearly he's doing harm to his body
Yeah.
was, I don't know, it was rewarding to see that. And the other thing I
Yeah.
liked too was um I don't know, probably no fan cares about it, but when they cut back to Roshi's house and it was like Chaozu was like angry at everybody being like super like nonchalant about it, and he was like my friend, and he says
Yeah.
a very similar thing when he blows himself up and that doesn't do anything. Um,
Goodbye, Tien.
he says something like "Be well, Tien" or something, or stay. He says I think in this episode he says "Stay alive." But I think when he blows up, I think he says something very, very similar, like like don't die or something like that. So
Yeah.
it
They
just made me think
also
of that.
they also ground Chi-Chi more in this section.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
She's she's like almost kind of accepted what her life and her family structure is. And she's like, well, I don't worry about it because it doesn't really help me to worry about it.
Mm,
And that's what she's telling like Chiaotzu in this section, like everything will be fine. Like don't stress out about it because it doesn't do any good. He just needs to make
yeah.
more ramen.
So I liked that a lot. That was what I liked, and I also liked the end image of Trunks walking out of the chamber. That was a good art image. I enjoyed that.
Hmm.
Um, I really wasn't a huge fan of just the amount of people that sell kills, and everybody's just like, "That's terrible." And I
Yeah,
was just
bummer.
like, "Okay." But I like seeing Corn again. I know again it was like a
Mm.
12-second thing, but I did like seeing Corn again.
Blink and you miss it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
Hey,
couple.
lady.
Yeah, that made me just I don't know. I like that. There's a couple shots too of Kami's lookout where they have like underneath like looking up at it and a couple side views. I liked all that stuff. Had really good imagery. I enjoyed the art of it. It makes the tower look like curving to the
Hmm.
lookout place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept track of a couple funny lines for you.
Okay.
Um, when they come out of the time chamber and they're talking about hair, Vegeta says, he says, I don't have time to listen about Kakarot's hair problems.
Oh,
I thought that
yes,
was funny.
yes,
And then the
yes.
scene we were just talking about where when Bulma like it's just super funny too, like because you think back to like when Goku had to climb Korran's tower, nobody could get up there without climbing it.
Right, right.
And
Because
now
I
here comes
think,
Bulma.
yeah, doesn't literally Bora say in whatever
Yeah.
episode that like you would run out of fuel before reaching the top of it
Yeah.
or something? Yeah.
Flying machine no good. Yeah, he says something. Yeah, it's don't worry about it. You think they're still down there?
Oh yeah,
Bora?
100%. Oh yeah.
He's like an adult. Well, then
Not.
see.
It's been a minute, but yeah, we have seen him, but it's been a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, so Bulma blasts right past, to get up to the lookout. And Corn says, "Hey, young lady, this is a no-fly zone." And she like blasts past him. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I also think it's
The
funny after Krillin gets the remote from Bulma.
okay.
Trunks is like he's like waving to baby Trunks, and he's like, "Yeah." And then like as they fly away, he realizes like, "Oh no, like this is like I am the one. I have to get within 10
I'm
meters."
the one. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
But that's it. Nothing else funny.
not a chance.
Nothing else funny in this. Why can't I stop thinking about that kiss? All right, Curly,
uh,
focus. No, not like that. Not like that.
so you tell me in the next episode. We talked about it in person, but we didn't do it for the recording. You
Mm.
tell me what Matthew did for how stupid it was for them to eat outside of the time chamber.
Oh, wow. Glad you glad you mentioned that because I forgot all about that. That was man, that was 3, 4 days
Come,
ago.
it was like 3 weeks ago that you told me. Yeah.
Was it three
Yeah.
weeks ago?
I think it was like at dinner, didn't you tell? Didn't you tell me during family dinner?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Wow.
And that's at least two.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, so Vegeta and Trunks come out of the time chamber. He says, "Don't even worry about going in there, Kakarot. There's nothing you could possibly do." It's very funny, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if Vegeta really was an evil person like you claim him to be, I don't know why I'm
Hmm.
taking the stance of like a lawyer.
Let's see the facts. Yeah, let's. Yeah,
But if he came out of the time chamber and he just blasted Goku through the heart and then left, it'd
yeah.
be pretty bad. Um, yeah.
That would be that would be bad.
Yeah. Anyway, so Goku's like, "Oh yeah, let's get in the chamber. We got no time to lose." And he's like, "But I am hungry. I am really hungry first." So Popo
Crazy.
makes them food and they eat, and it's like, it's funny on the surface. It's like super funny, right? They've been
Right,
sitting around
right.
up there doing nothing but twiddling their thumbs. Couldn't eat then.
No.
Now he's starving. It's a funny thing.
Yeah. But even Gohan's a little like, really, Dad? Or
Yeah.
whatever he says to him, right? Yeah.
But here's the thing: the time chamber is stocked with food. We've seen it. They've told us this. We've seen it, and we know that this is a fact. So I was like, this is interesting. Now I wonder, right, what the time ratio is. So for 24 hours is an entire year.
Yeah.
So I did the math. Now let's just say they spent an hour eating before they went in there. Right? I think that's a pretty good estimation, right?
Yeah,
And
I mean
Popo
they
made
eat. I mean he
8 or
eats
12
several
bowls of
several
rice.
bowls, right? Right. It's a
Goes
lot
back
of
and gets
food.
the apple. Yeah.
Unless wait, unless he's just scooping it out of those corn things, remember? There was like instant food in those like barrels.
No.
Okay. All right.
No, Popo doesn't do it. Popo cooks.
Okay. It's okay. I like how that's like a what do you call it? Like a PSA from Popo don't do that. Popo
Popo
cooks.
don't make no instant transfer.
Yeah.
Popo cook that food, babe. Yeah. So if they spent an hour, and I think that's a good estimate.
Easily,
They spent an
easily.
hour outside the time chamber eating food. It is 15.2 days that they could have been inside the chamber.
Uh,
Right? Now that is
that's
crazy, is it not?
that's really bad, actually. Yeah. Yeah, because even
And not
if
and it's like it's gonna take the same amount of time anyway, but it's just funny to me. It's like you could have already had 15 days of training in there.
so here's the question, can you do it in reverse?
Spend a day
What is an hour in the chamber to the outside?
of 15 minutes, I would assume.
You think so?
That's what I
No,
would.
it can't be. It can't be. It has to
15
be
seconds? It's got to be seconds or
maybe
minutes.
15 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. So it. So 365 divided by 24 is 12.2. Yeah.
12.2.
So this is saying that 30 minutes outside is 7.5 days inside. 1 minute is 6 hours. 1 second is 6 minutes. This is the math, the way the math breaks down.
Because this is what I mean. Like, okay, so even if they wasted an quote unquote wasted an hour in there that they could have been training, it's like what would an extra hour in the chamber really do on the outside? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
so it's just funny because for whatever reason that's where my brain went, but it's kind of a moot point anyway
No,
because
totally, totally, yeah.
so they eat and then they go in there and like okay, so they're still gonna get out within the 24 hours. I mean,
Right, right.
what's an extra hour?
Yeah.
But it's just funny to me because it's like
Yeah.
it's like you could have ate like 15 days in a row inside, it was just funny. I was like, why would you waste the time on the outside of the time chamber?
I do agree.
Yeah.
Because now, I mean, to be fair, right? An hour out means, they're gonna take longer to come back that full day.
Hmm.
So it's like, instead of getting out at 2 o'clock, you're gonna get out at 3 o'clock, and
Right.
that
So
that
what
does
if
matter.
Cell blows up the entire planet at 3 o'clock?
Right,
But if you
exactly.
didn't eat, you would have been out at 2 o'clock.
Right, right, exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
point.
And I'm gonna say that an extra hour, I'll just say it's probably wrong. Maybe somebody in the comments could figure out the math. I'm gonna say that it's only 15 seconds longer in the chamber to eat in there for an hour, which is like, so what?
Yeah.
No different. Negligible. There's no so.
It's just it was just funny to me as well.
No, it really
There's a
is.
there's this whole buildup of like we gotta get in there. What are they doing in there? We gotta get in there. Everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. And they're like, oh
Right.
well, now might as well eat while we can. It's like,
Like, oh man, they just got out. Let's go have something
why would you waste the
to
time? Yeah,
eat.
it's funny.
Yeah. It was the one thing I will say for people who enjoy this stretch that it was fun to see Goku have like a massive meal again. That's always fun. And also Gohan being a little bit like, okay. Like just a little like because he was eating like normal, it kind of seemed like because he's half human, so
Yeah, he does not have the full Saiyan appetite for sure. Yeah.
I
Even
still
Popo was surprising, and
yes.
Goku trained there for years or whatever.
Oh, he's always-
But
but the
now that
other
he's
thing
a Super Saiyan, he requires more fuel.
more. The thing I will always advocate for is that Gohan should be just a little bit stronger than Trunks because Ox King and Chi Chi were kind of like big, they were actually like strong, buff, kind of weird human characters where Bulma's nothing. And also Dr. Brief and whatever the other one, her mom's name is. Some skirt,
Yeah.
whatever, strawberry. I don't remember, but
I don't. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Trunks should be smarter
yes, yes,
for sure,
100%.
Not that
Yes.
he's not, but I'm saying like but I
That's
don't
how
know.
I would
Even,
ex that's what I would
even
expect
Gohan,
with
even
him.
Gohan should be smart, like as smart as Trunks because he's got to do homework and study and all the time.
Well,
So,
well, 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 we've seen Goku before. He's not really. He don't know a lot of
yeah.
things.
That's why Gohan's the exception to the rule. Oh man. I think I told you that before. Like that was like what they did. That's what they wanted to do with Gohan. They wanted to make Gohan like this smart kid that was
Oh,
basically like came from like hillbilly parents.
yeah.
Like his dad is an idiot mountain man that doesn't understand society, and his mom is like was raised in a burning castle with just her dad and like didn't experience anything on the outside, and they just were like country people.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so the contrast of like Gohan being like this smart, educated, like college student, is a funny contrast. Yeah,
It is funny.
that's good, good stuff. But yeah, so Cell has both androids now.
Yeah. Um,
Do you
yeah.
think do you think Krillin forgets that he has the ability to use Destructo Disc, or did you forget that he has the ability to use Destructo Disc?
No. No. Mm-mm.
So like when she's in his tail, instead of like flying towards him and punching him, which has worked so well, why not just throw the Destructo Disc to cut his tail off? But that's
Yeah. I don't know. I was really confused about a lot of things.
well, it's plot, right? It's the same as Star
It
Trek.
was it was heavy plot.
Hmm. Well, and it's a big spoiler too, right? Like like this section is called Perfect Cell. He's been talking about he needs both androids to be perfect. It's like obviously he's he's gonna become perfect in this section.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised that like he's gonna upgrade, but to me, I figured he just was gonna find and either he was gonna find the android or get somebody and just absorb them and then become stronger, basically.
I like how he was blowing up islands looking for them before Vegeta got there, and then they all like fought, and then like in mid battle he's like, "Oh my gosh, they're right down there."
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they stood there and watched. I don't understand how Vegeta's so much stronger. Hmm.
But how could he
Was he
be that
faking it when I broke his arm on the road?
much?
No, but I
No.
appreciate you telling me how, strength compares to everything by telling me.
The funny thing too was I kept thinking there's no way the fans out there enjoy Vegeta. And if you think that's all I can do, you'll just have to wait and I'll keep on doing it. And then Cell cutting the Cell and Cell's like, ah, I can't believe I'm getting destroyed. And just that for
There
like
shall be
minutes.
possible.
And I was just like, I can't. I don't think anybody likes these two things going back and forth.
No,
Like them
it's
fighting each
that,
other is fine, but it's like
it's
they're not doing
filler.
it.
It's 100% filler. Yeah.
Right, right, exactly.
It's that video I sent you, remember, where it's like, this is what
Oh,
non Dragon Ball Z fans like think Dragon Ball Z is, and
oh.
it's literally just this, and they're just like, yeah, or them going like, why? And like that's it. That's what Dragon Ball is.
Oh man. It just like I don't know how many times we cut back to one of them and that's all they were saying. It was just the same it was the same dialogue over and over and over again. And I was just like,
Well, yeah,
huh.
you got 20 minutes, Phil.
Yeah, and
You
it's
only
probably
cut
like
away.
in the manga it's probably like 2 pages.
Oh, it's like 3 frames. It's Cell saying like, I don't understand how you're stronger, and then Vegeta punches him through the wall. That's it. It's not back and forth. I'm almost tempted to let you do it.
Yeah.
In the
I
uh
am
in the
go ahead.
abridged Vegeta, this is the scene where Cell's like, you should let me do this. This is a thing, and the guy that does Vegeta, he's like, the funny thing is, I know you're baiting me, but it's working.
Keep talking.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah,
Um, I did like when Krillin,
yep.
16 and 18 all go to attack Cell and it's like beyond
Mm.
pointless. Yeah, yeah. I did enjoy that. And I also
Yeah,
thought it was really interesting. I think it's with Trunks. I think it's Trunks. where he punches him and he has like caved in, like I guess armor damage or body damage. Like parts of his body are
Oh,
like
that
sunken in from.
that's when Vegeta attacks him for the first time, and you don't see
Oh,
like
okay.
Vegeta's moving like too fast to see his attacks, but you see like the impressions like all over Cell's body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was pretty cool. I really enjoy that one episode where he shows up and he's like, "Well, yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, Vegeta?" And Vegeta just shows up in front of him, just like like right in the gut. Yeah, and you can like see his like fist
Oh,
impression
yes.
like through the
Yes,
bat. Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And I
That's
and
pretty good.
I'm probably not going to be surprised at all that um how beautiful Cell's going to look.
He's gonna be so good. Yeah.
I just when he was at the end of the episode where he's all shiny, and it was funny
You see
too.
his eye. Yeah.
He's like, and I was just like, but the thing I was thinking is really funny is whether it's intentional on your part or the list or just happenstance, but like I think with the exception of maybe one time we've split a saga in half, I think well, maybe one time, like it always ends
Yeah.
at like a crucial point where it's like obviously the story is now going to change when we go to watch the next half.
It's
You know
pretty
what I
good,
mean?
right?
It
I'm
doesn't
doing
feel
pretty
like we're doesn't feel like we end and like we probably should have watched the next episode or two episodes or something. It always feels like, oh no, yeah, like this was this chunk and then this is this chunk.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting. It's been
Yeah.
funny.
Pretty good. Yeah, because next time it'll literally like the episode is literally called Cell is Complete, so it's
Well,
gonna show
it's
him like immediately.
right. Yeah, I'm very curious to see where it goes. Um, obviously, Cell being perfect or whatever, absorbing 18, um, and how that deals with Vegeta will be interesting. I don't think it's not going to be interesting. It's just, I feel like we have a good while before anything, you know what I'm saying? Like anything really changes. This is how
Anything
it
like super
feels.
substantial? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah. So like in our list, in May, there's the last two episodes are we're gonna watch live together.
Okay.
So that's probably when you'll see something pretty good.
Pretty bad. I would assume really, really bad. You only show me
Yeah,
bad things.
it's real bad, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what that's just kind of how I feel. I feel like the next stretch that we watch, part two, will be not bad, just interesting. But I feel like after this saga ends, like it's just gonna continue this material. I
I
don't feel
think
like
you're
it's
gonna
gonna. I'll be surprised.
I think you're gonna be surprised at where this goes. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because like to
Not
me,
not the next chunk, not the next chunk, but the chunk after that.
well, no, right. Yeah, because like to me, I don't the way I what I'm saying is for people listening. I know you get it, but what I mean is when we went from like Frieza to the androids, like it was a big it's a different storytelling, right? It's a
Yeah.
completely different new chapter. And I feel like even after part two of Perfect Cell, I feel like we're going to continue with androids and Cell even in the next chunk. But that's just what I think. Doesn't mean it's what's going to happen. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Ba,
Yeah,
ba,
it's
ba.
very much like this is like Vegeta and Trunks versus Cell, and then, when Goku and Gohan come out, that's like a whole other chunk basically.
Right.
Which is cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate like getting to highlight other characters. That's why, even for like Tien not immediately saving Piccolo is a little lame, but I enjoy seeing Piccolo and Tien fighting Cell and being involved. Like I think that's fun. So so getting to see the focus on like Vegeta and Trunks fighting Cell, these two sections here, I think is fun because it's like everybody wants to see when Goku fights. I mean, that's the whole show. So getting to focus on other characters here and there, I enjoy it
Yeah,
because Goku's gonna save the day. I mean, that's the whole point of the show. He's like Tom Cruise. He's gonna if he shows up, everything's good.
you know it. Da
What's
ba
that?
ba.
There's a mummy on the loose. That's all right.
Mommy on this.
Tom Cruise is here.
Oh,
He's gonna save him. You don't remember that movie everybody saw?
oh, not only did everybody see it,
Nobody heard it when the trailer came out, but that's a oh man. Yeah, so that I think will wrap us up.
okay.
Yeah, so that was the Perfect Cell Saga Part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time we'll finish with the Part 2. There's only 6 episodes in that we're gonna watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
Interesting.
want to tell you
Okay.
what they are because they're it's a
Yeah.
little spoilery.
Trunk dies. Krillin dies.
Vegeta learns his lesson and Will likes him now.
Yeah, right.
Like, wow, that's imagine to see what this episode does.
It would be really funny if the thing I would be very much interested in is for me to have this so I think on Zoom it's like here
Hmm.
to have this name title and feel this way and this and then so, like literally taking it and then tracking how long it takes me to get to how probably the entire fandom feels about the character.
Yeah, I just
It'd
want
be
that to be
interesting
your
to see
name.
like what episode.
This is your name this month, and then next month your name will be like, why didn't I like Vegeta?
Right. Who said I didn't like Vegeta?
I have always liked Vegeta since he showed up. I should just start naming the episodes in our work doc, like not the actual titles. Just be like,
Mm.
you won't like this one. Will still
Yeah, it's
hates Vegeta.
instead of writing spoiler, you just write you'll hate this one.
Yeah, buckle up.
Yeah, it's different. It's new and different ways of just explaining to me how much I won't like it. The first 12 minutes great, last 7 minutes bad.
I'll just name each episode like what, like the main character. They'll just be like, this is a Vegeta one. Yeah, so thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us this month. Thanks for commenting on these videos, telling us what you're liking, what you're looking forward to, and not spoiling Will. That's always good. Nobody's done it, so that's helpful. I probably do it more than anybody in the comments, so that's good.
So Caleb,
Don't do it.
tell me when you go to end. Right?
Yeah.
This tell me what will be the saga part 2 that will end. Or tell me where we'll be and what saga it's called in December. Tell me.
Next December?
Yeah, this year. This is 2026. There's the new one for a year. We're starting with Perfect Cell Part 1, and we're going to end because it'll be meaningless to me. It'll be that I won't have any, it won't
Uh,
mean anything to me.
Well,
How does?
So first of all, I'll just say you're lucky that I actually have it written out to
Oh,
January,
I know you did. No, just
which is
26.
great.
Don't tell me what January 27 is. Just December.
Okay. December. It will be Nerd Holes episode 28 of Dragon Ball Z specifically.
Wow.
And we'll be starting the Majin Buu saga.
See? No idea. I
No
don't
clue
even
what
know
that.
what that is. So, perfect. So that's where we'll be. That will be our stretch.
Uh,
That's our 2026 stretch. Perfect cell to
which
Majin Buu.
which hurts my brain because like from where we are to that, it doesn't seem that far away. But the way we the way we stretch these out like per month is like, oh my God, like we could watch that, next week and
Right.
be done with it.
But there we
So
go.
that's
That's so
pretty much.
so stick with us. I have no idea what Majin Buu is. I don't know if it's a person, a place, or a thing. I have no idea. Because I we're starting to get into territory where even I, as a loose, as a human going through the internet, I'm starting to not know who these people are.
Well, that's cool.
So
That's fun. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that I think Cell, when whatever this is, when we move on to a different thing, I'm very confident I won't have any idea because I have like loose. I remember him, like pictures of him,
hmm
but that's it. I don't think
I'm
going forward I have
I'm
any
almost
thoughts.
positive you've at least seen Boo.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but is that a spoiler? Are you telling me Boo is a person?
No, I'm saying you've seen Boo. Whatever this Boo is.
Whatever this is, you've seen it.
Well, I mean, it's not
No,
spoilers are
I
based on villains, you idiot. You absolute dope.
know. All right.
That's funny.
Until February 19th.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like that you did that because this is January 2026, December 2026 is the Boo saga. So strap in.
Don't miss a minute.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right. Well, we'll see you.
In
We'll see you in
February!
February. We'll see you around Valentine's Day for a beautiful, perfect cell.
Toque, toque, so, da, 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 da.
かけてくるよアップルレモンスター飛んでくるよナッツの香りエイリアン出会ってドキドキドキドキピカピカ銀河はポットシャワー肝にバイバイバイ不思議いっぱい力を込めておかわり OK ライライライミラクル全開パワー晴れる理由でスキートーン山ほど高さに水平線出会って別れて出会って別れて大変ああもう神様も辛いよねごめん満腹全開パワー出てこいとびきり全開パワー踊ってるよコーヒー味ザウルス笑ってるよチーズたっぷりスコーピオン出会ってドキドキドキドキプルプル宇宙はタイム申請に
All right, Will, just wanted to show you this before we leave. This will be the last thing I show you.
All I wanna do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. All I wanna be is a dad who gets to see a Super Saiyan. All I wanna do is help you turn into a Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. All I wanna be is a dad who gets to see a Super Saiyan. Oh, I know how to be great, and I just can't wait to see your hair golden spiked and glowing. Let out your rage, just break out of your cage. least half Saiyan. Your power will rise like never before. Just tap into the power deep in your core. It's waiting for you to turn into a Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. All I wanna do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan. I'll wreck your whole world! Hey, son! Were you watching me sleep? Like a Papa Hawk. I don't want to miss the moment you go Super Saiyan. Wow, it's been nearly 3 months in here, and you still think I can do it? Well, yeah. If you don't, the whole world will be doomed. Or not. Maybe I can handle it. So don't sweat it, and get some sleep, son. Yeah, okay. 'Cause tomorrow, I'ma get you Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I
Good
know it was
stuff.
good. I didn't want to talk because when I was talking, it was playing my audio back to me.
Oh, gotcha.
Um, but yeah, no, that's really interesting because obviously that's going to be in the next stretch because we didn't see that. But the thing that I
Hmm.
the thing I wondered, and I think Goku says it in this part one, is that he feels that Gohan is stronger than he was as a kid,
When he was a kid, yeah. Yeah,
which
for
is
sure.
interesting. Which is an interesting thing to say. I
Hmm.
was like, hmm,
Yeah, I mean he's pretty close to being Super Saiyan, and this was, Goku never.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. He's almost. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, so it's just them training. Like you said, we haven't seen that yet, but I thought that was pretty funny. Those guys are pretty funny. So obviously you can see like the tone that they do Goku is like even kind of
Yes.
like ditzier and stupider,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they're pretty good. So
That's funny.
great. So
I
there you
love
go.
it.
We'll see you guys. See you in February.
Mm.
Yeah.